I'm obviously adopted from Yishun, Jiangxi, China. My family was actually having trouble having kids, and so they went through the adoption process. It took like about 2 years, and as soon as they were like finishing up, they got news that my brother was being born, or that my mom was pregnant, and so they decided that they would just keep going on with the adoption process. And so they ended up having my older brother, me, and my brother my age, who's 4 months older than me, and they went and got me in China. And ever since, I've kind of I've never really had any struggles with it, but I've definitely seen like the opportunity as like such a gift. And I don't know, like nothing's crazy, like there's no trauma from it, but I've definitely gotten to meet some of like the best people in my life, and I've just had like really good experience with adoption, unlike some people have had, and some people feel very like different about it. But I don't know, I'm just very blessed to have my family and friends. I think that my parents having like faith, like having a Christian faith, and then like allowing me to kind of be in it with them as well has helped a lot. But also like allowing me to do the things that I want, and like never really having like serious like conversations of like why it should be traumatic, because like I never really recognized like that it was a bad thing, because it was always good. Like I've always had my like essential things like food and shelter, and always had like people around me, always had family. I don't know, I think that I was never lacking of anything, so I never saw adoption as like something that hindered me from having a bad life. I think being like who I am, I'm just like a natural like conflict avoidant person, so I never really asked, but like it never was like a concern. And it was never anything that I like had to, I don't know, it was never like a question that I wanted to bring up either. And I think that it was just because I didn't really care to know what I was like coming from. I was also so little, so I didn't really know what I was missing. I don't think I ever did ask. I think I just kind of went with it. I think I was like, oh yeah, like I am adopted. Yeah, like I was just like, oh yeah, I mean we look different, but like they're my family.
So Ephesians 1:5 and 6 says, God decided in advance to adopt us into his own family by bringing us to himself through Jesus Christ. This is what he wanted to do, and it gave him great pleasure. So we praise God for the glorious grace he has poured out on us who belong to his dear son. So just like Libby's parents decided to adopt her, God did the same with us by sending Jesus. As Christians, like we're all adopted into his family, all saved.
I watched a movie called One Child Nation, which was a movie about like the time period that I was adopted. And I think my parents told me like a little bit of like how I was all like in a foster family before I was in an orphanage. And then I don't really know the like the whole story, but I know that like it was very hard for families to like get their kids into the like adoption agency, because there were so many kids being born, and like the population there is like extreme. And so I think that there was something about I think my mom said that I was like left at like the doorstep, and somehow like I honestly don't know. I don't know if it's true. I could be totally wrong. But watching that movie kind of helped me recognize, like, it's kind of crazy how, like, handpicked I am, like, because the movie, like, showed, like, all these kids, and they had, like, this procedure where, like, the mom, like, had to remove, like, the child, and they were, like, found in, like, dumpsters. I don't know if it's true. I don't know, like, how factual the movie is, but it kind of just displayed, like, how special, like, I'm, like, one of the lucky ones who, like, is even here today. And so, yeah, that's just, like, a little part that I, like, missed out on.
Whenever we were younger, like junior high, I'm so glad we are and, like, happy that the Pollards, like, decided to still go through with, like, adopting Libby, even though they, like, found out that she's pregnant, because then she wouldn't, like, be here with us. She is my best friend.
I'm the only planned child. So it's crazy.